Welcome to the big house, Michigan Stadium. It's the Oklahoma Sooners and the Michigan Wolverines. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Each and every season, this is one of my favorite games because these are the blue bloods of college football. Two of the winningest programs in the history of the sport. Oklahoma got the win last year against Michigan, and now with Kyle Whittingham under the helm, let's see how Oklahoma at Michigan kicks off here today in the big house. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. The Sooners ready to kick it away first. Fielded in the end zone. It's Marsh. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Here's a hit. Got his man on the right. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long, containing the QB speed, because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early in this football game so he can physically feel you.
Makes the grab in their space. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
Unloads it left. Complete on the comeback. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Making great decisions. That's what all of the legendary Michigan quarterbacks have done. John Navarre, Elvis Gerbach, and the guy, can't remember, drafted in the 6th round by the Patriots.
Yeah, that guy, what was his name? Tom Brady? Yeah, I think that's his name. Yeah, he was pretty good too. But when you think about Michigan, you don't always think about the quarterbacks, and you don't always think about airing it out. But again, if you want to be a great college football team nowadays, you better be able to throw that pigskin.
Throwing, Underwood. Grabbed in the middle, it's Buchanan. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Man, listen, you get zone coverage and you can hit that curl route and he comes open continually, keep hitting it. This might be a play to come back to.
The Wolverines will have it 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a man. Got it. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11.
Bender, Midget. Icy.
Underwood. Into the end zone. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. He'll try to take it back. Not the way you want to start your first drive, and the defense forces a turnover.
And how about that play by the defense here early in this game opening drive, facing one of the best quarterbacks. All of college football, and they're able to get an interception. That is going to be massive for their confidence in this game.
This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. To the air, it's Mateer. Quick completion on the out. Runs through the tackle. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Last completion picked up a couple. Here comes 2nd and 8. Grabbed behind the line, it's Sategna. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. You can work your way down the field with these wide receiver screens, but also look for the opportunity to turn them into chunk plays later.
No doubt, you throw it quickly. You get it to him now. DB comes up, has to make a tackle. Now you fake it maybe a little bit later on. So these plays, they're not huge plays all the time, but they can set up big plays down the road for your offense.
Timeout is called, and they got it just in the nick of time before the delay of game penalty. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Third and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Trying to pick it up on the ground. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short. They're getting to the line quickly and staying out there on 4th down. They'll run for it. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. We've reached the end of the 1st quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the 2nd. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Quarterback making checks. They'll run it from the gun. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Makes it past the marker. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down. A great Oklahoma running attack will bring a tear to the Boomer Sooner Nation eye, thinking of guys like Billy Sims.
And where it all started was always the ground game and the toughness, and you never question that. In Oklahoma, they got to get to that. They got to be that. They got to live that if they really want to build on what they used to be and bring that tradition and build some of that tradition in the SEC.
Well, in that down and distance, you're probably expecting him to throw it way down the field to get the first. Instead, they go push pass, and they did catch the defense off guard. And even though that was a big explosive play, David, they still didn't have enough yards to get it.
Well, and catch me off guard is relative. That's what you would say, the offensive player. I would say, listen, we're playing a little bit deeper because we're not going to give up a first down. We react to the short stuff, and obviously that's a quick, easy pass from the offense. Rally up, make the play, live to fight another down. Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
The Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Lost yardage leaves them looking at 2nd and 14. Back to throw, it's Mateer. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
I'll tell you what, to get home to the quarterback and force pressure while just rushing 3 allows your back end to cover so much space. Now you got 8 guys in coverage. It makes you really dynamic in the back end of your defense.
They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a 1st and goal.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Xavier Robinson. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Here's Underwood to throw. Oh, they're after him. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. You've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
Timeout, Oklahoma. That's their 2nd. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Here's the pressure. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
You know, a big part of a quarterback's accuracy is his ability to step into throws. To be accurate, you've got to be able to be on balance, stepping in and following through. Because of that pass rush, that QB had no shot.
Bryce Underwood from the gun on third down. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The Sooners call timeout, and that's their last one. Gives them a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on fourth down. Bryce Underwood to throw for it on fourth. Blasted as he lets it go. The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs.
There are analytics out there in college football that say maybe you can go for that at that point of the field here in the first half. It's still early. If you don't get it, you can come back later in the game, make it up, score some more points, and that mistake will be erased. The problem is right now at this juncture of the game, that was a big-time error. The fact that you didn't get that, you're now gifting your opponent points.
Short completion on first down, and here they are with 2nd and 8. Leaves it with the back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
You know, there are so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. And now we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time. So get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
He'll bring it out. It's Marsh. He's not even going to make it to the 20, much less the 25. He'll mark it out of bounds at the 18. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Here comes the Heat. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Fires one high and deep. And the throw downfield winds up incomplete, and there's a good reason for that. This guy was being mugged by the defender. Looking for a productive play on first down. Wants to throw. It's Underwood. Rushes on him. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Throwing. Underwood. Fires to the wideout. Complete in the middle. Michigan wants to stop the clock. They'll use a timeout. It's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And the Wolverines getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. Right down the middle. Found the spot in the defense. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. Michigan choosing to spend its final timeout here. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
Underwood. A shot toward the end zone. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Makes a grab and room to run. He'll go out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and deep in your own end, you need plays like that. Go ahead and roll the dice to start this second half. They're lined up for an onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball.
And I know you're down. I think it's always hard of when to pull the trigger, when to be aggressive. And listen, they decided it was time. It's the third quarter. Got to make something happen. Got to make a play. Unfortunately, it was just unsuccessful.
The Sooners will get things going on offense as they head onto the field. Grab behind the line. It's Harris. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
On defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Makes the grab on the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. Picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge third down here in the big house. Whistle sounds, but they get the timeout called just before the delay of game. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. From the 36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. He'll come through on third down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Handoff from the shotgun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Keep it on the ground. He stopped in his tracks, and at least they didn't lose yardage on this one.
And they stop him there with a tackle for a loss. And how about the run defense in this football game? A lot of coaches, man, they talk about it. Coming into a game, first thing we have to do is stop the run. Both these defenses so far have been up for the challenge.
Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And they'll get nothing going on this one either, at least back to the line of scrimmage, but it is 4th down. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Never a doubt. And now the lead is even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it out. It's Marsh. Wasn't quite able to shake loose as he steps out of bounds at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Here's Underwood to throw. He'll take the deep shot. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
And man, this home crowd has grown frustrated with what they've seen from this offense. I mean, they just haven't put drives together. They haven't been explosive. And another incompletion, and the clock is ticking. It's running down. They've got to find a way to create some big plays, to create some momentum, and get these guys on their feet yelling.
Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're late in the third quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
Underwood from the gun on third down. Under fire. And it's a sack.
And this defense just continues to dominate the football game. This score is lopsided. It's not looking good. But I know one thing. If you can't protect that guy, there's no chance for you to win this game or the future games.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. Fourth down, Underwood. He wants to go deep. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead. We take just a minute to look at the stats as they are threatening to put this one away. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Running a screen on an early down, you might think you'd really catch them trying to be aggressive in a pass rush or something, but the defense had the answer that time.
Yeah, and the offense has to do a better job selling that. A lot of times when you run a screen, I need to buy time, right? I need to give that pass rush the ability to rush up the field, sneak a little bit behind them, and then dump it off. They might have rushed that a little bit on that play.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync. And that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Underwood in the gun on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field.
Spade on, spade on. Look. Icy.
Underwood to throw for it on fourth. And he will go down. Couldn't get rid of it in time, and the defense gets a sack on fourth down.
And I get it. At this point in the second half, dude, we got to make something happen. We haven't been good enough. We got to score a lot of points, and quickly. You got to be aggressive. They tried. They failed again. This game is all but over.
He'll toss it. They'll give him 4 on the pickup.